So it was Thursday evening, settled in, watched the draft unfold. I got Hazel, little Maltese. My daughter is at my feet, asleep, and I nervously began to track the story within the story, the fate of one Dalton Kincaid. I thought, is it possible that Jerry Jones will trade up for him just to make sure? Or is it possible he'll fall all the way into the Dallas Cowboys' laps, just the way you remember back in 2020, CeeDee Lamb, my guy from Oklahoma, fell all the way out of heaven into our laps that year at 17th overall. Remember, now we're at 26, so it's a longer fall, longer wait. That Thursday night, last Thursday night, I was wearing a PGA West t-shirt. It's from one of my favorite golf courses out in Palm Springs. By the time we got to about 20, I might as well have been wearing that shirt outside in July in Palm Springs playing golf in it because I was sweating so profusely I had to change t-shirts. True story. So at 15, the Jets did not take Dalton Kincaid. They opted instead for Will McDonald, an edge rusher for Iowa State. Watched several times, never really wowed me. Then came two cornerbacks, another linebacker, a defensive tackle, then 4 straight wide receivers. And I'm thinking, wait a second. We are all the way to 24. Would the rival New York Football Giants steal Dalton Kincaid right out from under our noses so that Daniel Jones would finally have the security blanket, the kind of weapon that he does not have as we speak? So I am hyper-focused on the commissioner's lips as he says, with the 24th pick, the New York Giants select. My heart fell when Roger Goodell's first letter out of his mouth was dit. But he didn't go duh, as in Dalton. He went D, as in Deonte Banks, the corner out of Maryland. We were 1 pick away from Dalton Kincaid. Thank you, God. I closed my eyes. I sweated. Minutes passed like hours. And suddenly, wait a second, a trade was announced. What? A trade? Wait, Buffalo had just jumped up from 27 to 25. That's 1 pick ahead of the Cowboys from 1 pick behind the Cowboys. They traded a 4th-round pick to Jacksonville to swap spots with them. And I'm thinking, wait, didn't Buffalo just give its tight end, Dawson Knox? Same initials, DK. Interesting. Dawson Knox. Didn't they just give him a big new 4-year deal for like $50 million? I thought, no way that Buffalo's traded up for Dalton Kincaid. Way. When the commissioner announced that Buffalo had in fact stolen Dalton Kincaid, I screamed so painfully loudly that my wife Ernestine actually knocked on the door to ask if I was okay. She knew there wasn't a game in progress that I cared about, so she couldn't figure out why I would be screaming in such agony about the NFL draft, for which she has little to no use. I said, no, I'm not okay. She asked what happened. I said, Buffalo just bamboozled Jerry Jones and stole Dalton Kincaid right out from under his upturned nose. Ernestine shrugged and said, oh well. I immediately tweeted, all caps, no, like in, and then all caps. I was devastated. I don't think I've ever been more crushed in the middle of an NFL draft. I truly believe that Dalton Kincaid would have changed Dak Prescott's life, similar to how Travis Kelce has helped make Patrick Mahomes what he is in Kansas City. Dak did lean heavily on Dalton Schultz, 4th rounder out of Stanford. Dalton Kincaid is a whole nother level. Watch what he does for Josh Allen. To me, Jerry Jones was asleep at the wheel. I hope you enjoyed that video. You ready for more? Make sure you click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from the Skip Bayless Show. And don't forget to check out the full episode of the show wherever you get your podcasts by clicking the link in the description.